second week, and we're focusing on planning. We started on planning your personal life, and we continue with planning your family. Today we're doing planning for a business or developing a business plan. My guest is a trusted advisor and executive coach to board CEOs and senior level executives in many African countries. He has a global perspective and understands the changes and trends across several industries in emerging markets, making him an invaluable resource for leaders and organizations as they seek to resolve the challenge of building enduring, highly competitive enterprises. He leads and designs and delivers over 1,250 executive learning programs in strategy, leadership, organizational transformation, and board effectiveness over the past 15 years. He's also the convener of the CEO Accelerator Program, a peer learning and coaching program for elite business leaders across Africa. Robert Marshall Bennin is my guest, and today we're discussing how to develop a business plan. Robert, thanks for joining us. Good morning.
No, good morning. Thank you very much. Happy New Year to you and your team.
The same to you. And you set out to clarify terminology, because typically you would just run with the topic, but you think that the topic has to be properly calibrated. No, be so.
Yeah. No, but first let me appreciate my friends and colleagues who have been here before me, helping your listeners to start the year right. Yeah, so I mean, the topic also has to how to plan your business. Right. I believe we need to clarify because it's a great subject. It's the beginning of the year, and many of your listeners have ideas regarding enterprises they wish to start. And so I will prefer that we use the word enterprise rather than a business, because some of your listeners are planning to start a non-profit, some are even planning to start a church, and it's an enterprise. And so we have ideas that will be of immense benefit, those who are considering non-profits as well.
All right.
And so let's
so how to develop an enterprise plan.
Yeah.
Not just a business. So non-for-profit church, everything else.
Yeah, great.
Beautiful. So yeah, how do you go about that? Tell me what you're going to talk about.
Yeah, so we need to first establish the purpose. Why do we need to prepare an enterprise plan before we even talk about how to go about it? You know, the data is compelling. I mean, across several countries, the statistics are not good. Many businesses that start fail. In some cases, 20% of businesses fail in the first year, and by year 5, 50% of the businesses do not exist. And the reason is very simple. Research shows that we do not plan before starting our businesses. And I say that Mr. Market is not kind to those who treat it with disdain. If you want to enter a market, you need to spend time, understand the market that you want to be part of before you start your business. I mean, think about it. In the last couple of weeks, we all planned Christmas parties. You know, this is something that was certain. I mean, close to absolute certainty. In your Christmas party, you knew the staff who would be present, you knew the food that would be served, but we spent time planning. And think about entering a market in an uncertain environment. You don't know who is going to buy. You need to compel customers to buy. So you really need to spend time to plan and orchestrate all the things that you need to do that compels customers to buy, to prefer your product. And so we cannot avoid planning.
So the why is as critical before
why
the
is
how.
critical. I mean, the planning clarifies your thinking, enables you to avoid obvious errors that may come down the road.
Wonderful.
But Ben, let me share this and just stay your mind on the scripture. I'm giving you a scripture. Don't think anything else. You know, Jesus said, which one of you intending to build a tower does not sit down first and count the cost, whether he has enough resources to finish it, lest after he has laid the foundation and is not able to finish, all those who will see it will mock him and say, this man began to build and was not able to finish.
Wow.
Yeah, just think about this. Don't think about politics.
It's true.
It's business. It's enterprise we're talking about. So it's important you sit down,
Count
the cost before you offer your service.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So let's get into the myths and mistakes that have to be debunked.
Yeah, so most of the time we think we're starting a small business, you know, and so we just want to get the product and start. But I want to say, do not despise your small beginnings. It's the small business that will grow to become a bigger business. And so it's important you start right. We also think it is my passion. I mean, I'm really passionate about this. This is what I want to do. But it's not your passion. It's an enterprise. It's a business. there are customers to be served, there are suppliers who are giving you products, there are stakeholders who are involved. And so you really need a plan to put all of this together. You can't just start because it's your passion. Number 3, sometimes we think we don't have the time. It takes a lot of time. No, it doesn't take time. And I'll share some ideas here that you can quickly, on one page, come up with your business plan. Maybe you even running a side hustle. If it's a side hustle, then you need to be efficient. You don't have the time. So planning will give you clarity, enable you to prepare. You don't need to pay a consultant. Yeah, if you have extra CDs to pay a consultant, that's great. But then you have to work with the consultant, because the planning is to give you the clarity you need to do well in the marketplace.
Wonderful.
And again, Mr. Market will not treat you kindly if you don't treat it well.
Correct. So you need to work with somebody, but don't outsource it completely. You need to be part of the planning process.
Exactly.
All right. So you said you can give us a simple way of doing it. Can I do an enterprise plan on a simple piece of paper?
Actually, I will
I need a spreadsheet.
No, you don't need a spreadsheet. I mean, I will encourage your listeners. If you have an A4 sheet, just grab an A4 sheet. Fold it into 4.
Start an enterprise.
Yes, fold it into 4. So you have 4 quadrants.
Oh, okay. Fold the A4 sheet.
Yes, exactly. And on that one side, we will quickly prepare your enterprise plan, so
just
you
like
can
that.
Start that business.
All right, this is 97.3 CFM. This is the Effective Living series. Is brought to us by Hallmark as well as Petra. And Robert Marshall Bennin is my guest. He has many qualifications. He's the head of executive coaching at the Center for Reimagined Africa, founder and chief learning strategist at Temple Advisory, a leading strategy consulting, leadership development, and executive coaching firm, and is also the convener of the CEO Accelerator Program, a peer learning and coaching program for elite business leaders across Africa. All right, so 3 steps to develop an enterprise plan on an A4 sheet.
Yes, on an A4.
Caleb has taken the sheet.
Yeah, great.
What does he write in the first quadrant?
So let me give you the broad picture, and then we get to use the sheet. First of all, we're preparing an enterprise plan. But there's a lot of work we do to understand the market first, which then becomes the plan. So our first step is to try and understand the market.
The market that you are going to be in.
The market that you're going to be in.
All right.
And then you plan to start the enterprise.
Okay.
And then most importantly, we forget that. You plan and prepare to continue running the enterprise before the dip. Beyond the dip, sorry.
Beyond the dip.
Because almost always, your enterprise, when you start, you will face a challenge and you may feel like giving up and throwing in the towel. So in your planning phase, you also need to plan and prepare how to continue beyond the dip. Because if other entrepreneurs, other business people have gone through that same business and they have gone through the dip and they are at the other side, it means that you can also do the same thing. And so you may run out of funds. What do? Customers now are not buying as the way they used to buy at first. What do you do? So I want us to think of the entire 3-part process: planning to understand the market, planning to start, and planning and preparing to continue the business beyond the dip.
Fair enough. So market, enterprise, and then future.
Great.
So
now we can start and begin to think about our business. And this is where we need the A4 sheet.
A4 sheet has been ready.
4 parts.
We have folded it into 4.
Great.
We have taken our pen.
So let's start. The first question. This is not complicated. We can all do it. You don't need an economics degree. You don't need a business degree. And as a matter of fact, we've seen so many people do this before. Who do you want to serve? That's your number 1 question.
Who do you want to serve?
Who do you want to serve? Who are your customers and what do they value? Are they looking at speed, convenience? Are they seeking to enhance their status? You don't have to say, I want to start a fashion business. That's too generic. You have to be specific. Maybe I want to start a clothing brand that caters to the needs of 21 to 30-year-old ladies who want to look trendy. That's specific.
Very specific. Who do you want to serve?
Who do you want to serve? You don't have to say, I want to start a podcast.
No.
Who do you want to serve? Maybe I want to start a podcast for tertiary students that focuses on mental health.
Correct.
You need to be clear on who you are serving. You don't have to say, I want to sell snacks. No. I want to sell nutritious snacks to busy parents who don't have the time to prepare them.
Wonderful.
So be clear on what you want to do.
That's point number 1.
You go around the market observing the needs in the space. And it's important we're clear because you can't be everything to everybody. You don't have enough resources to serve everyone. And so you start with the smallest viable audience.
Correct.
How many people do I need to buy from me so I can stay in this market? So be very specific. Define what you're trying to offer to your customers. That's the first step in one quadrant of your A4 sheet. So I hope you have defined that.
He's writing giddy 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 giddy. Kale, what are you writing there?
I'm taking notes.
You are taking notes.
Yes. And what business do you want to start this year? Don't disclose it to him. Just tell me alone.
Look, Caleb. You see that Galamsey in terms of communication, emceeing, or moderating,
Great.
or
Yes.
plants and horticulture things. Those are the
So
two
let's
things
be
he likes.
very specific. What occasions would you like to moderate?
So corporate functions.
Great.
Yeah,
Specific. Even corporate, we have SMEs, we have multinationals, we have mid-tier corporates.
Okay.
What kind of corporate?
The ones with
And
a lot
what
of money.
kind of events?
Exactly.
Because that's important. We will answer that question also.
Right.
So
It's putting it
we need
down.
to, yes. And then the second, we've said already that it's not just about you and your passion and what you're good at. So you observe the playing field. What is the playing field looking like? What does the market look like?
Okay.
Who else is selling similar products?
Your boss, Aloski.
What are they doing differently, Charlie?
Oh God.
How do they package their product?
In suit and tie.
You know, what pricing structures do they employ?
Very flexible.
You know, and what margins exist in this business. So you need to spend some time, go to the market, observe, ask questions. Bennin, I know a friend, a common friend that we have, the spouse has decided to start a business.
Okay.
And I mean, he works just like us. So Monday 8 to 5 in the office. And over the past couple of weeks, he's been spending Saturdays at Makola in the shop with the woman, studying, understudying, observing, trying to understand customers who come in. What are they looking for? How do I interact? What's the source of material supply? What are the pricing structures? What can I do differently? You spend time understanding the market. And the reason is very simple. You know, one businessman said this. When a management with reputation for brilliance tackles a business with a reputation for bad economics, it's the reputation of the business that stays intact. So you need to try and understand the market and the business, because it's not about you, your passion, the resources you have.
When a management with a reputation for brilliance
Yes.
tackles a business with a reputation for bad economics, it's the reputation of the business that remains intact.
Yes, not your reputation. It's important we bear that in mind.
So what is the playing field like?
What's the playing field like?
Okay.
And now that you understand that, and already you have defined who you want to serve, then the third quadrant, the third question we need to answer, what will you do differently
That's the question.
that will compel customers to leave the competition and come to you?
All right.
Every business must have a distinct point of difference from those that exist in the marketplace. You must be different. So a couple of possible differentiating factors. It could be your packaging, it could be your pricing,
Correct.
it could be your product. You know, Auntie Memuna has invested heavily in the product, so much so that you don't mind crossing the gutter to make a purchase. That's what has happened. You know, but there are others also who, for them, the differentiating factor is the service. So the watcher will come. It's packaged nicely in a box with cutlery and a toothpick.
Correct. It's a Uber use after eating the wachi.
But they all have a place in the market. You need to understand your point of difference and what it implies, what it means for your business.
Correct.
So whether it's your packaging, it's your promotion, the partnerships, your pricing structure, your service or product, you need to have a distinct point of difference. What will make your product, your service so compelling so that others in the market, the customers in the marketplace will give you some attention and give you a share of their wallet.
Wonderful. So understand the implications of the differentiating factors that you choose.
Yeah,
This is
exactly.
what you. So let's go back. So first quadrant is
Who do you seek to serve?
second quadrant. What's the playing field?
What's
like?
the playing field like?
Third quadrant.
What would you do differently? So let's ask him now.
Caleb, what do you do differently?
Caleb, what
in
are you
this-
going to
in
do
this
differently in this?
business? Writing video.
No, so I make things more interesting and engaging. You know, people like to do 2-day, 3-day long programs, and sometimes the audiences can get distracted. So you need to find more interesting ways of keeping people engaged when it gets, and then maybe give them. Yeah, so the service, the experience is what I'll focus on. I'll focus more on the service because the packaging is done, pricing
Great.
is a bit structured.
And then we must appreciate what this means for our overall business. Because if you can decide that, I'm going to sell it at a lower price and it's going to come nicely packaged and I have all these offerings, all of them don't work together. You can offer at a very high quality, great, and then at the same time great pricing. You're bringing it to the doorstep of the customer. You're packaging it with all these items, which is increasing you need to be clear what you want to do and what that differentiating factor means for your business.
Wonderful.
So what would you do differently?
That is the question.
Great. I think your business is coming out really well. Caleb, well done.
Yeah.
But we have not finished.
No,
There's
no.
another question, I'm sure.
Yeah. And that's important. We can't ignore this.
Okay.
The fourth question: how would you make your business financially sustainable?
The big one.
Else you won't stay in business for long.
At all.
If it's your passion, that's okay. I mean, we're happy to have people who are passionate about cooking. They cook. They invite us to their homes and we eat with them. That's okay. But if it's a business, you're going to serve people. You're committed. Some suppliers have supplied you with inputs and you have to pay them. Then we need to make sure this is financially sustainable. If you have employed others, they have given you their time and their future, then we need to make sure this is sustainable so we can pay them. And then they can also fulfill their family obligations. So first, we need to sit down and think about how much it will cost us to start the business.
All right.
And how are we going to fund this?
All right.
But one little thing that, sometimes we ignore. Whenever you start, you need to estimate the full cost of delivering your product or service. So I've seen this happen so many times. So for example, maybe Christmas, you baked cakes, you enjoyed it, your friends came over, it was brilliant, they loved it, some of them took extra cakes home. So you have this passion and flair and capacity baking these cupcakes. Now you want to start a business in 2026. You want to make these cupcakes. So you start, and then you start with the extra flour from the Christmas and other ingredients that were left over. You cook, you bake, and then now you're looking at your pricing because you didn't go and buy the flour and other. You just look at, okay, I bought this, and then you come up with a price for your cupcakes. And then you sell to your friends. Later on, you want to continue the business and you realize that you can't sell at the same price. Your cost is higher because you did not estimate the full cost of producing this product or
Wrong
service.
assumption.
And sometimes it even happens to big businesses, because we need to look at the opportunities, we need to look at depreciation. And so I was just speaking to a friend, a bottling business, and they think they are profitable, but they haven't estimated the full cost of running the business. You also have to keep costs low, Bernard. If you're starting, you have to keep costs low.
Yeah.
I mean, our friends on the other side who are supplying the entire world with products. I was speaking to one of them, and he said, well, you guys, you start your business, you're thinking, we're thinking about people, all of that. It's great. But for us,
every cost must be ruthlessly low.
We're looking at the process and how to keep cost low. And this year, the results just coming out, they have had one of the biggest trade surpluses of all time. Even with all that our good friend on the other side is doing with all the tariffs. Because even though they lost on that side, they were able to sell to Africa, other emerging markets, because they're keeping costs low. So try as much as possible to keep your costs low. Think about how you will protect your margins. How long will it take you to break even and make profit if you are not making profit immediately? And lastly, I cannot leave the studio without saying this. What system of records would you use to ensure that you are regularly updated on your business's financial position? You're not just selling, but you have a mechanism to record your expenses, your revenues, and the net margins you're making. And on a weekly, monthly basis, you can see how this is going. Rather than end of the year, you bring in an accountant to come and look at it, and an auditor, and you realize that, oh, my age, I mean, this was really loss making.
All right.
And I've seen this over and over again. You sit down with business people, you look at the entire numbers, and it's not what they thought it is. Money is the lifeblood of every business, and when you run out of money, your business it's on its way.
Wonderful.
Down.
We're talking to Robert Marshall Bennin, who has been speaking to us on how to plan for your enterprise. 4 key ideas or 4 key bullet points. Who do you want to serve? What is the playing field like? What do you do differently? And how do you make your business financially sustainable? So let's get into a few concluding remarks. Caleb has been trying to start his business, and I think let's
ask him how much money he's hoping to make from this business.
Caleb,
I won't charge any consulting fee today.
They're not yet there.
No, we'll get to that.
We'll get to the money part.
Yeah, we'll get to the money
But is the
part.
business forming?
It's forming. It's forming. We're looking at beyond the event. So once you get a thing done, what value do you give your clients beyond the event?
That's the name of your company.
Oh, it could be something nice.
Beyond the event.
So we want to do something. After you're done serving them, what value do you provide for them? Because a lot of fantastic events take place, and after that, no one hears about them. So
you are interested
in addition
in that.
to whatever service you can give them,
Beyond the event.
beyond the event, what do you give them?
Powering
So
communication
differentiation. You see what I'm saying?
All right, let's wrap up with a few more thoughts.
Yeah. So 4 key ideas I want to leave your listeners with. Don't plan by sitting on the couch and using AI. Go to the market.
Go to the market, not AI.
Go to the market. The market rewards those who give it attention. And you can do this just by your roadside, observing traffic, observing footfalls, those who are going to shops, what are they coming out with, visiting and those who are running the kind of businesses that you want to run. Sometimes you can formally introduce yourself and ask permission to learn. Some are business people are very kind and generous, and they want to share ideas, and they will give you the opportunity to also learn from them. But just observing, and with your pen and paper, taking notes, trying to answer these questions we've been talking about. Who am I seeking to serve, and what are they looking for? That's number one. Number two, you need to plan to continue beyond the dip.
Every business gets to a point where they run out of money.
Yeah. Or you run out of customers.
Or run out of ideas.
Or you run out. You need to have, because once others have done it,
Charlie?
you would also be able to go beyond, and it happens. So you need to prepare to continue beyond the dip. Third, every business is dynamic. The market is dynamic. The environment is changing. So you don't prepare a plan and frame it. You have to keep updating your business plan as you implement and learn by doing. You realize that, customers, when maybe the sandwiches, you were putting them 3 pieces in the Ziploc. You realize no, actually it's better to keep 2.
Yeah.
You know, and because you have observed and you've taken feedback, and so you revise the business plan. But finally, if the business fails, please remember it is the business that has failed. You have not failed.
Wonderful.
So learn your lessons, start your research, come up with a better plan, find a new niche, new product, new service, and go again. You haven't failed. It's the business that has failed. Because there are opportunities for everyone. Once the good Lord has laid on your heart to start an enterprise, you must. You have to give it a go.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff. Starting an enterprise is a good thing. You need the tools. So this has been just 25 to 30 minutes. So are there more resources on this? And is there coaching available for enterprise leaders? Is there something you can offer? Talk to me about how we can get more of this beyond today.
But I didn't know that you'll give me this opportunity.
No, I have to, because it's just 30 minutes, right?
Okay.
I feel like a lot of people follow through.
Every enterprise is worth starting. Once you have an idea, you are carrying a noble dream. So starting an enterprise is a worthwhile endeavor. Our community needs many enterprises. And broadly, at a governmental level, I'm sure in every district, you may have a Ghana Enterprise Agency. So you can visit, seek support, seek advice. There may be consultants in your neighborhood you can speak to. But I always advocate, you're the one starting the business. And using these 4 questions, you can start. Because you have to think about, who am I going to serve? What's the playing field like? What will I do differently? And how do I make it sustainable? If you're thinking of a very big business, you need Temple Advisory to support you to prepare a business plan, an enterprise plan. We will work with you, because we can't prepare an enterprise plan for you. We will work with you so that you will gain the clarity and the confidence and conviction to act on your aspirations. That's
so
what we
Temple
do.
Advisory, right?
Yeah, Temple
find
Advisory.
you online? Can we find you online?
Yes. You can find us online at thelearningtemple.com.
TheLearningTemple.com.
Yes, thelearningtemple.com.
Temple Advisory.
Yes, Temple Advisory. Once you come into the temple, you can then see, believe, and act on your aspirations.
I love this.
We don't take offering, but everything else happens. Everything else happens.
Robert Marshall Bennin is a trusted advisor and executive coach to board CEOs and senior level executives in several African countries. He's the CEO of Temple Advisory, executive coaching at Center for Reimagined Africa, and also the convener of the CEO Accelerator Program. Find him online for more insights on how to lead in this current business context. Don't forget, the Effective Living series are brought to us by Hallmark Consultancy,
Freight and Consultancy,
of course, and Petra Trust. My name is Benadavle. Thank you for listening.